from Ned. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our online auction of 62 Nepean Street in Watsonia. My name's Ashley Crowell, and I'll be the auctioneer this evening. And assisting me at home this evening, I have Daniel, Tammy, and Dennis from my office, as well as the rest of the Darren Jones team. On behalf of Darren Jones Real Estate and our vendor Robin, who's at home also watching this evening, we wish you all the very best with your bidding here this evening. Now, the procedure we're using today is I'll first summarise the contract before mentioning a few words about the property, then I'll be asking for your bidding. Now, the contracts we are using today are the standard auction contracts that have been sent to all our registered bidders prior to bidding this evening, so I won't read through them in their entirety, but I will draw the attention to a few of the more pertinent points. The contract show we at Darren Jones Real Estate of 94 Grimshaw Street, Greensboro, have been entrusted to sell the property known as and situated at 62 Nepean Street in Watsonia here this evening. Now, terms for today's sale are quite simple. For the successful purchaser upon signing the digital contract, to provide a 10% deposit and the balance in 90 days' time. The chattels to remain with the property today are all the fixed floor coverings, light fittings and window furnishings as inspected. Now, attached to our contract is the most important documentation, which is the vendor statement, which has a copy of the title, which shows our land size here of 50 feet by 120 feet, which roughly equates to about 557 square metres. The vendor statement also shows the property zoned in a general residential zone under the Banyule planning scheme, and the rates payable to the Banyule City Council of $1,667.69 per annum. Now, if you are buying the property today on behalf of a proprietary limited company or in the name of a family trust, there's also a guarantee form that will need to be filled out and signed. Now, attached to our contract are the rules of conduct for bidding at an auction, and if you'll bear with me, they read as follows. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and conditions that have been sent to all our registered buyers through the contract. The vendors have a reserve price, and as auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. I'll announce the amount by which a bidding can be advanced, and the law prohibits the making of false bids. The rules permit vendor bids, so if I do take a bid on behalf of the vendor, I will announce it is a vendor bid. Once made, no bid can be retracted, and the vendor reserves the right to refuse any bid or withdraw the property any time without declaring the reserve price. And finally, if there's any dispute concerning any of the bidding, I'll resume the auction at the last undisputed bid. So that's the documentation, ladies and gentlemen. A very simple contract which provides for a 10% deposit and the balance in 90 days' time. Now, if I could quickly say a few words about the property before I throw it over to you for your bidding here this evening. Look, our property here is an incredibly sought-after locality here in Nepean Street, and as I'm sure most of you are aware, it's close to so many of the local facilities on offer. We're a short drive down into Greensboro Plaza, the main shopping precinct for the area. We've got the ever-popular Watermark facility there also. We're in walking distance to the Watsonia shopping precinct and train station there. 100 metres down the road on Nepean Street, we've got the Diamond Village Shopping Centre. It's got your IGA, your bakery and a number of other specialty stores. Bus just around the corner on Elder Street. If you're looking at the home perhaps with a family minded for investment, schools close at hand. We've got the Watsonia Primary School in close proximity, and of course, obviously the Greensboro Secondary College opposite the home as well. The home itself, well, it's been beautifully presented through our online video promotion, and I'm sure you'll agree it's a fantastic home in a sought-after locality. Internally, it's got 3 good-sized bedrooms, all with the built-in robes, open lounge and dining area. As we walk through into the kitchen and meals area, the kitchen's been updated. A nicely presented family bathroom. We've got ducted heating, air conditioning also. Got an undercover outdoor entertaining area, the single lock-up garage in the rear of the property, and of course, all this on a lovely size, near flat allotment in incredibly sought-after locality. So that's the home, ladies and gentlemen. I've finished my bid. I'll put it now to our online registered bidders. I'm in your hands. Where do we start? Got Daniel and me here, please, ready to take your bid online. Who'd like to start now for an opening bid, 62 Nepean Street in Watsonia? I'm in your hands. Where do we start? Online auctions, no different to some street auctions. Always hard to get a first bid. Milan at 650. Milan, probably looking for something a little bit closer to our starting range, of closer up towards 800 if you like. We appreciate at that level, but why don't we, I'll offer it to you at 800 if you like. Who'll start me off an opening bid at 800,000. Plenty of us registered here online this evening. Need to bid if you want to buy the property. Who'll start me off asking for a fair reasonable bid at 800. We'll take a vendor bid at 800,000, ladies and gentlemen, to get us started. I'll take a rise of 10 from there. At 800,000, the bid's with me looking for a rise of 10 now. At 800,000, who'll advance me another 10. At 800,000's the bid. 800 the bid with me, looking for a rise at 10 now. At 800,000. I've been sure if you've been keeping an eye on the local real estate market, ladies and gentlemen, you'll appreciate a home of this calibre in this locality. Incredibly good buying at that. Owners aren't just testing the market. We are here to sell this evening. We're at 800,000. The bid's with me. I'm looking for a rise at 10. At 800,000, plenty of us registered. Need a bid if you want to buy. Just type away on the keyboard. At 800,000 now. At 800,000 for the first call. I must make it clear, ladies and gentlemen, if you do bid and we do pass the property into as our under bidder, you will have first right of negotiation with the vendor. Sam, welcome to you, Sam, at 810 now. At 810, Sam has the bid. At 810, looking for a rise at 10 now. One of you in it, anyone else, welcome. At 810, Sam has the bid. At 810 now, he'll advance me another 10. Milan at 820 now, and welcome to you back at Milan at 820. It's against you, Sam. Milan at 820, Sam 830, can I say? Milan at 820 now, Sam, if you like, at 830. Milan holding the bid now at 820,000, looking for a rise at 10. At 820,000 now. At 820 now for the first call. At 820,000. The bid with Milan at 820,000, looking for a rise at 10. At 820 now. Think of where we are. Close proximity to a number of the local facilities. Sam at 840 and backing now. Strong bidding buys real estate. Sam at 840 and back to you now, Milan, if you like. Sam at 840 looking for a rise at 10. Sam at 840, Milan 850, can I say? Sam at 840. Two of you in it. Anyone else welcome at this point? Sam at 840. Milan back at 850 and back to you now, Sam. Milan's holding the bid at 850. Sam 860, can I say? Milan at 850. Milan's holding the bid at 850,000 now. Back to you, Sam, if you like, and any of our other bidders online at 850,000 now. I'll call it 3 times. At 850,000 now. 850 for the first call at 850,000. Must make it clear too, ladies and gentlemen, if you do pass the property now, under bidder will have first right of negotiation with the vendor at the reserve price. If you're waiting to bid, now's the time. Bids with Milan at 850,000 now. For the second call at 850,000. Sam, you've offered 855. Look, it's a Thursday evening. We don't have many other places to go. I'll work with you. I'll take your 5 at 855 now. And back to you, Milan, if you like. Sam holding the bid at 855,000 now. At 855,000, fairly bid for 62 Nepean Street, Watsonia. At 855 now. Think of where we are, what we have on offer. Updated kitchen, near flat allotment, 3 bedrooms. Hard to find at this price range in Watsonia. As I mentioned, there was an article, I think, in the Herald Sun, actually on the 17th of June, that put Watsonia as the number 4 most in-demand suburb in Melbourne. That's how popular these homes are. We're at 855, that bids with Milan. It's against you, Sam, at 850. Sam, my apologies, thanks for the correction there. At 855 with Sam, don't panic, that's what I got down in the ear. At 855 with Sam now. At 855, I'll call it 3 times. At 855 now with Sam. For the first call, at 855. For the second call, at 855. I'll give you a chance now, Milan, if you like. We're at 855 with Sam. The second call at 855 now. At 855 for the third. And final call, bids with Sam at 855,000 now. Milan or any of our other registered bidders, now's the time to bid at 855. Give everyone a moment as we're on the online platform at 855 now. Do I hear any further bidding anywhere at 855? Going once, twice, third and final call at 855. Well, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just consult my vendor and I'll be back very shortly. Thank you. Well, thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. My instructions are very clear from my owner. At 8.55, I'll be passing the property in, so I'll put it back to you now. The bids with Sam at 855,000. Looking for an advance on that. We're at 855,000. Bids with Sam at 855,000 now. Two of you in it. Anyone else welcome? Always say one of the best advantages of buying real estate at the moment too. You get your time back. You don't have to be out shopping anymore or looking. We're in a difficult time with COVID and lockdown. Who knows when we're next going to be able to physically inspect homes that are occupied. The bids with Sam at 855,000 now. 90-day settlement can have you in before Christmas if you're looking at moving in. At 855 now. Bids with Sam looking for an advance on that at 855,000. Get you Milan if you like at 855 now. I'll call it 3 times at 855,000. For the first call at 855,000. For the second call at 855,000. Must make it clear, as I stated before, ladies and gentlemen, our underbidder Sam will have first right of negotiation with the vendor at the reserve price. You're waiting to bid. Now's the time. Bid with Sam at 855,000 now. For the third and final call at 855,000. I'll give everyone a moment if they last chance to have a bid here. Bid with Sam at 855,000. Going once, twice, third and final call at 855,000. Well, we'll pass the property in, ladies and gentlemen. Sam, Tammy, and myself will be on the phone to you in a moment. Anyone else watching or any other questions, please feel free to give us a call this evening. The rest of the team will be online to help with your inquiries. Have a great evening. Cheers.